What's up, guys? It's Potts from Potts TV. I'm here to let y'all know that I kind of backed off the whole Kingdom Maker thing. Had a lot go on over the last year, and if you really want to know, everything about it, the whole full story, don't don't hesitate to hit me up on Discord. Um, I'm not gonna go into everything, on stream, but we're gist of it is had some unfortunate things happen last year, and it just it pushed me away from playing the game a little bit. Um, I kind of went more towards the Lord of the Rings Rise to War again, and I had originally tried to go back into my old account. I was gonna hit up all my friends and surprise them and be like, "Hey, man, I was gonna try to join y'all and all again, and just to see what was going on the game. I hadn't played in a couple of years, but this one, unfortunately, as far as this server goes, we're in server 1123. There wasn't really a whole lot of PvP in the server, and we've got 40 hours and 12 minutes left of the server. So, left of the season, I should say. Um, so, it's, kind of been kind of a letdown this season. But we did take the ring. We occupied Dol Guldur. Took us, you know, 20, 25 minutes, something like that. Um, the leader, the real DeSantis, and me, we was trying to do a little bit of a little competition on this one, just to see who could do the most damage. And I got to give it to him. I mean, he is really strong. He is using more of the common used commanders, as far as he's running Dane, Gimli, um, Thranduil, and Gandalf the Grey. Let's see. I did some PvP with him the other day, um, and it was some really good battles. So let me go down here and find where I was doing some battles with him. Let's see. I had used this army, and not gonna lie, alchemists really don't perform well as far as troops go. The army itself, mine's pretty okay as far as my commanders go, but DeSantis here, he's pretty stacked as far as his Dane and Gimli go. He's running pretty strong commanders as well as the Iron Warriors. They're really tanky units. They can withstand a lot of damage. And his Gimli is looking pretty nice. Respect 5. He got 46 on that. Gandalf there in this battle. And he does at least get all the benefit from using Mithrandir. He's getting all the follow-up chance potentially that he can get. I've seen a lot of people leave that skill on like 2 or 3, and it just, at that, I mean, why even invest into it, to be honest? This Thranduil, it's a Thranduil. It's looking okay. He's got some decent gear for it too. He's running the follow-up healing. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. As well as some extra damage there. And, my guys, they're pretty okay too as far as Kamul goes. Um, Not really pushing him too terribly much. I just wanted to see how he would fare when, paired with Ringwraith maxed out as far as Shadow of the East. Um, it it works pretty well. Typically, Lurtz does more damage than any of them. Saruman, he's a really good damage dealer as well. Sauron, I mean, he's not really doing all the damage because I'm not really needing him to. Um, but Lurtz, he's actually my monster for this account so far. He's performing really well. I just need to get full sets for everybody on everything that I want. Saruman, he's performed very well for me this season. And Sauron's done really well. Um, I am trying to, you know, get the most out of him that I can. But like I said, Alchemist definitely did not do this army justice. But I did make a couple of adjustments, and I did another battle with him where I swapped Kamul out for Shadow and did a little bit of upgrades on some of the gear and swapped some stuff around. And, this is what I was really looking for, just to see the difference in performance level. Um, Shadow did really well. He took a lot of damage as well as put out some decent damage. And Lurtz, he was able to keep attacking like he is supposed to. Saruman, he's almost on par with Lurtz in all honesty. As far as damage goes by commander, um, Shadow did 41,000. Lurtz did 58,000 and Saruman did 56,000. And I'm not sure if that is due to Gorthair being maxed for that additional focus damage received, but I am trying to test different theories and different things on each commander, and it's actually working out pretty well. But it's only season one, guys. I do want to show that I have been pushing my guys as much as I can. I'm halfway to rank, respect 6 for Sauron, almost to respect 5 for Saruman, almost respect 5 for the Witch King as well. Lurtz, I just recently got to respect 8, and I pumped Shadow up to respect 7, and they're performing really well. For this season, I got every evil commander possible, as well as got all but 4 of the good ones. Next season, I'm not going to give myself restrictions like I did this season, because I was actually going into this season as more of a role player. I was going to do just the evil side, considering that in my original account, I never once tried the evil side. So, next season, I'm going to do a little hybrid mixing. Throw some Gandalf the White in there, throw some Dane in there. I'm going to try to get Sestaro and Scowhelm, start leveling everybody up real good. See where I can get them as far as respects go. And we'll go from there. But, like I said, there's only 40 hours left of the season, so all I can do now is just have some patience, and hopefully next season comes and it's going to be a blast. Excuse me. Other than that, I've just been kind of kicking back. We haven't really had a whole lot of PvP, like I said, so I didn't really get to get as far into it as I wanted to. In fact, if you look at my merit earned, it's the lowest on just about any of my accounts. 665,000 really isn't a lot, considering that I got like 300,000 in just a few hours the other day. So, unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of battles. But next season, I'm hoping it's already looking promising. Um, we've already got Iron Hills realm uh, pretty much filled up, the Gondor realm filled up, and we're gonna jump into the Enedwaith realm because we're gonna go have some fun. And I'm gonna again play basically the same, similar kind of role play style, mostly just for the troops. But I'm gonna be the Uruk-hai because you just can't be evil without the Uruk-hai. They're the coolest. Like orcs are okay, trolls are okay, Mumas, gotta love the Mumas. Okay, can't knock them at all. Although they are stupidly hard to conscript, they cost an insane amount. Let's jump on down here. You can make 200 trolls cheaper than you can make 50 Muma skills. So, are they really worth it? Siege-wise, yes. But that's about it. But, and they're only worth siege if you can actually afford to keep making them. If you can't make them, they're not really worth it. They're just not worth it. But I'm hoping by next season I can get some better pairs on some of my equipment and, really start focusing down on who's going to get what and what's going to benefit who the most. Um, and eventually, whenever I'm allowed to, I will eventually have both of my main accounts, quote unquote, in one server. Because I did recently manage to get back on into that account. Um, and shout out to any of the guys that remember me from way back when and still play today that watched the video. Y'all were Our original group was like really good. Um, we had prior experience on one of NetEase's games. We came in, we knew what we was doing, and no, not everybody could afford to compete like some of the massive whales that were there, but most of us were able to perform and help the Fellowship or Kingdom uh, in one way or another. So, it was really good times back then. Um, the battles were insane. Like, I remember Alchemist doing like 60,000 burn damage a turn, you know, every turn. And then add Witch King's double strike on top of that. I mean, it was getting pretty insane. Like, season two, uh, that's when they really started throwing that into us. And whoever was playing Isengard that season, they really knew what they were doing because they came at us like a few days into the server or into the season, and they already had 50s. They were just dropping us like we were nobodies, and they were pretty good till we got back on our feet and we started catching back up, and that season actually ended up turning out really really good. Um, but stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna eventually do a Matham draw for next season. I'm uh, saving up for a pretty big draw. Um, so yeah, we're gonna do that on stream. Well, I'm not really on a stream. I guess I'm doing video recordings. Um, so if any of you guys really would like to, teach me some of the arts there are to streaming, I would really appreciate it because, not gonna lie, I'm not very experienced with this whole YouTuber thing. So any points in the right direction, greatly appreciated. Um, but other than that, guys, just stay tuned. Press that like button if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned for more videos because I think season two I'm gonna start making a lot more videos for uh, Rise to War now. So just stay on the lookout.